Hey, what's up, guys? Everyday Gunplay here, back with another review and build. Today we have an amazing special guest review today, and we are doing Zoids again. Second Zoids build this year. Today we have the legendary Death Saurer. Oh man, I'm so excited right now, guys. This thing, I was waiting for this thing to get here for about 3 weeks from Japan, and just looking outside every day, the moment it hit the country, I was like, oh, it's coming, and then it finally arrived. It finally arrived. So, without further ado, fresh out the box, we have massive runners, guys. About 22 massive runners. We've got a motorized, this is the Advanced Zi motorized kit. So we're getting a walking boy today, but it comes with the runners. It comes with the awesome motor. And when I say that I thought I was going to be intimidated by this thing, guys, man, I thought I was going to sit and just look at this thing and finally get the courage to build it. But once I got going, it was cool. Now let's check out this book, in which this is actually a magazine. You know how the Gunpla books are like little pamphlets, like little mini novel books sized, little mini novels? Nah, this thing is an actual magazine, guys. And this thing is awesome. I'm talking from the cover art to the quality. It feels like a magazine. It feels super quality. And yeah, I mean, it comes with some stickers. We'll talk about that later. I was actually surprised. So we'll get into that later, actually. But as for right now, let's get through this book. There's the motor right there, some other small parts. This book was very confusing for a second. Just for a second, not completely, because it's not sectioned off. And I believe it's not sectioned off. Look at all that art. It's not sectioned off because you're supposed to build these motorized kits around the motor. So no matter where you start, you have to follow it from front to back. You really can't go against the grain and build your own sections here. So I don't think this thing was sectioned off for that reason. That's my guesstimate. This is my first time building a motorized Zoid, a motorized Gunpla in general. And again, everything is centered around the motor. So everything has to get started around the motor. And it's super simple. Don't be intimidated, guys. I know, like, if you've built these before, you know what I'm talking about. Your very first one, like, oh, what am I doing? What do I do? I don't want to, and so I just got to work. I just follow it to a T and don't stray. Make sure you go back, double look, because sometimes you'll look at stuff like, oh, I missed a part. Like, I missed a couple parts going through. I wish that they would, for some of the animations, they put the actual part onto the animation and not off to the side, or don't tell you what you actually need. You have to actually like look at the animation to see what part you're looking for. I kind of wished if they're gonna do that, I kind of wish they would put the actual parts letters and part numbers and letters at the top, so that you know like exactly what you need to be cutting off the runners. Other than that, I mean, this build was fantastic. And this is like top quality stuff right here, guys. This plastic was good. Some of it's not undergated. And I think that's, we'll talk about that in the cons. I don't really have cons for this, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. I just think that this type of stuff should be undergated more, because unless you're painting, which some of you guys might have painted this thing, some of you guys might not. I left it the way it was. Very customizable though. It's absolutely, once you get past the motor part, it's just a regular old model kit, guys. Snap build, all that. It's not super intimidating outside of the initial gigantic motor that you have to build around. So don't be intimidated by this thing. build this thing like you would build a normal kit. Just make sure everything fits onto the motor correctly. I had to go back and readjust some stuff because I got a little bit ahead of myself, and you have to kind of like retrain your brain to not push ahead and do stuff that you think is coming, because you have to always make sure that this stuff is attaching to the initial base of the motor. So yeah, perfect, amazing build quality, super good color separation. They definitely captured the aesthetics of the Death Saurer from Chaotic Century, and I think that they did a very good job with these distinct reds and blacks and grays and some silver, a little bit of silverish in there. But yeah, I think they, and there's some gold plating, some silver plating. Yeah, I think they did a very, very good job. As far as ease of build, it's super easy to build. Like I said, guys, it's super snappy, super put together. I love all of the joints and the moving mechanical parts that this suit has. Very, very detailed. If you go back and watch Chaotic Century and you see the Death Saurer and you see the close-ups, this thing captures that to a T, in my opinion. And it's absolutely beautiful to build this thing. It's one of those, once you get it going, you go into your mode and you just go into the zone and you just cruise control this thing. This thing is so cruise control-y. It's so easy to get into and just get lost in it. I mean, I went through, I think it took me, I started yesterday. It took me about 17 hours to build this thing. And that was me just sitting here and just going. I didn't even realize that I had so much built yesterday because it's so simple to build these things. I talked about this last year. You get those kits where it's so relaxing to build that you don't even realize how fast you're going. And that's what you get with the Death Saurer. You get a very relaxing, easy build, quality build. I mean, like when you're moving this thing around and you're putting the parts together on this thing, it feels quality. It feels like you're building something amazing, and like you have a crazy end goal of getting to, and you just want to get to it. You know what I mean? It's like you don't think about it. You're just going. You're like, man, I want to get this done. Like, you're not rushing. Don't get it messed up. What I mean by that is, you want to get to the end goal. This is like, you want to see this thing complete. You know, you're not. I didn't rush through this thing. I just built this thing the way I would build, and just watching, because I tested the motor out on after every time I got some parts together just to make sure everything moved correctly. That's my suggestion for you guys too. When you're building these type of things and you're building these Zoids, make sure you're testing everything as you're going, because you may have put a part on incorrectly and you might get some clicking noises, and you might get some parts that are just smacking together. You might have to go back and readjust that stuff. Always do that with this type of stuff. This is for anything you're doing with motors and anything with synchros and stuff. You always want to make sure that you're turning it on during the build to make sure everything's moving the way it's supposed to move, so that you don't rush through, get it done after 2-3 days or whatever, however long it's going to take you, and it's just not moving, or you're hearing parts cracking and snapping and you're like, oh crap. So like I said, go back and make sure you guys are testing this out. Every section you get through, make sure you test it out. That's just my opinion on that. Now, let's talk about the articulation of this. You don't really have any articulation. It's very cut and dry. And when I say that, everything moves off of the motor. Now, you can move a little bit of the parts before you snap everything onto the synchros and onto the rotators and into the gears. But after that, I'd say once you get through the legs and arms fully and you put them into place, you're not going to have any type of articulation. But, and here's the big but here, with these type of motorized kits, all of your articulation will be in the motor. So yeah, you may not be able to sit and pose it. You may not be able to sit and do all kinds of weird stuff with it, like, like some of us do. But there's that light at the end of the tunnel. This thing's going to move around. And that, to me, is worth more than anything with this type of build, is getting to that point of watching this thing move around. And I couldn't wait to get there, guys. Like I said, the color separation is beautiful. Every section of this thing was art. And when I say that, I mean, like, you can paint this thing, and if I did have another one and I wanted to go spend the money and buy another one of these things, we'll talk about price later, I would absolutely paint this kit, because yeah, it looks great by itself, but man, like, by itself it looks amazing, and painting this thing would look amazing. There's just so much to do here as far as customizing goes. You already got the LEDs, you already got the movement. So if you take one of you advanced modelers and you guys actually like sat and just like painted this thing over a course of a couple weeks and really went down to the details, oh my gosh, this thing would be a trophy piece in your collection. And that just speaks volumes from the quality of this thing. Like, this thing is going to be a head turner no matter what. It's huge too, at 12 inches, 12.3 inches tall. This is a perfect grade, guys. Like, this is a mecha or motorized perfect grade, and it's gonna stand next to all your other big guys, except for it's not stationary. And I'm gonna keep stressing that. I bought this thing because I wanted it, and I love Zoids, and I think Zoids is very underrepresented in today's anime mecha culture. But hopefully videos like this will reinvigorate people to go out and buy the Zoids. You don't have to buy the mechanical ones that move around. There are companies that, Hobby Lobby has a bunch of stuff. The Blade Liger I built at the beginning of the year was a stationary Zoid, and you can pose that. I want you guys to look into this stuff. I want you guys to look into Zoids again. I want enough people to get on board with Zoids so we can get more cool stuff like this. Now, this is out of production. I don't even think they make this thing anymore. And I paid a crap ton of money for this thing, guys. But I think that the demand just isn't high enough for them to actually reprint this stuff. And there's a bunch more mechanized, motorized Zoids. I mean, on AliExpress, there's stores selling hundreds of them. And I have a Liger Zero coming next. I'm probably going to pick up the Blade Liger, motorized Blade Liger, because I really like Blade Ligers. Plus, it'd be cool to pose these two together. But yeah, I think if we all got on board and we started buying Zoids up again and started building Zoids, I see a lot of YouTubers now, they're starting to hop on the train and build these guys. But shout out to the YouTubers who've been building these guys for years. You guys absolutely made me want to buy these things. And I appreciate any of you guys who have been Zoid stands for years, and you guys spent the money and you guys started the collection of Zoids. And I appreciate you guys for that, because watching you guys' videos made me pull the trigger on these things. Now, let's talk about the cons. There isn't really many cons for this kit, honestly. I don't see anything wrong with it. This was actually a perfect kit to me. Nothing broke, nothing got stuck, nothing needed glued. Everything cut from the runners fine. Now, yeah, there's a little bit some stress marks on them, because I feel like the undergating should have been more looked at for something like this, especially for it being this size. But I mean, I guess if that's my only con would be, I wish the thing was undergated. So I mean, that should tell you guys anything. And I guess another con would be the price. This thing, you kind of have to pay to play. And I don't mean that to sound smug, and I don't mean that to sound condescending and anything like that, but like this kit cost me, it was $275 online, and it cost me like $25 to get it to America. So I spent $300 to get this kit here. And a lot of y'all in today's economy can't really afford that, you know what I mean? And I guess that's like the only major super con. I mean, look at this thing. This thing is beautiful. Pros, it looks good. It's huge. It's motorized. The color separation, it's easy to build. It's fun to look at. The stickers. Oh man, let's talk about the stickers real quick. I thought these stickers were gonna suck because every time I get stickers for kits, they suck. The stickers are actually awesome for this kit. Kudos to whoever designed them. 10 out of 10. Whoever worked on this back when Bandai released this, kudos, man. Those stickers are great. They make this kit look awesome. And they're easy to get off of the sticker book. And oh man, who's this for? I want to say it's for everybody. If you have the finances. If you don't have the finances to play, don't spend your money on this. But it's for everybody. You get your kid and you get them past the motorized parts and make sure that you just supervise that part. This is for kids. The 15-year-old kid who wants to build this, he can build it. Advanced builders want to build this, they can build it. Modelers who want to, redo the color and stuff, this is for you guys. Everything's already there for the LEDs and the movement. You just got to put in the work and do the painting. This thing is completely customizable. And I fully, if you can afford it, I fully support you guys buying this thing. Like, I love it. This kit, it's getting me excited for my king crab to get here, because I already know how I'm going to probably word that video, and I'm going to be coming at Bandai pretty hard, because Bandai should be making more stuff like this. Like, I get that this is where we are with Gunpla, and I'm going to talk more about that when I get the king crab, but we need to be here. This just needs to be standard for a lot of kits. We should have motorized stuff, at least opening cockpits and movable arms, you know what I mean? Like maybe a movable head at least, like some sound effects. Like we should be moving towards where Transformers are now with this hobby. Transformers, toys for years. Now look at them. They have transformable Transformers. Like they actually automatically transform. You can talk to them, all that stuff. We need stuff like this for Gunpla. The new Gundam should have had something like this. The new Gundam should have been cool. And I mean, it is cool, but it should have had cool gimmicks, like a movable cockpit, or the funnel should have opened. Something, you know what I mean? Something. And again, once King Crab gets here, I'm going to talk more extensively about that. But what do I rate this kit, guys? This kit is a solid 10 out of 10 kit. Look at that movement. You just want to play with it all day. This is a 10 out of 10 kit. If you have the money, pick this up. If you're saving for something awesome that you want to buy this year, save for this and buy this, guys. Buy this. Try to find deals online. I'm not going to give you guys a specific site because I don't know when those deals are going to be there again. But if you can find deals for this thing, get this kit. This thing is immaculate. It's so freaking cool. It's so cool. I don't even know what else to say positively about this kit besides it's freaking awesome. And it picks up and walks around with high grades. As you can see here with the Zaku right here. But honestly, guys, pick this kit up if you can. If you can't, I understand. If you can though, pick this kit up. Seriously, guys. If you like the content, please subscribe. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by May. And I hope you guys enjoy this video, guys. Seriously, I'm going to be building more of these mechanized Zoids, and I'll see you in the next one. I'll talk to you guys soon. See ya.